everyone, how are you doing today? Well, we're going to create another layout using Let's Party, and this is layout 2, and I wanted to make sure you guys saw the digital art. There is amazing things for birthday with this digital art collection, and so I just want you to go look at page 9, check it out. The nice thing about it is it's an SVG, so it can go with whatever system you have. And so you get cards, you get a layout, you get all these cool banners. So check it out. It's Let's Party Digital Art. So we are creating today a layout out of volume 6. And this is the pattern. It's pattern 15, and it tells you how to cut this out. I'm going to give you some helpful hints, hopefully, so that you can create this layout yourself. As I said before, if you can get a lot of your prep work done before you actually assemble. So I have, let me grab this here really quick. I was going to put it in a dish and I didn't get to it, but let me do that, show you really quick. Oh, you're not going to be able to see white on white. But I have die cut a whole bunch of stars, balloons, in the Irresistibles, and don't be worried about maybe a tips off, because you can always, same here, a tips off, you can use that to tuck it under something or do something like that. I mean, you know, there's ways to make it work. I wanted to show you a really awesome trick, and I did not come up with this. This was another maker, to save you time when you're thinking, wow, that's a lot of thin cuts individually going. Well, what she does is she gets her designs and takes washi tape and lays them down, and then she takes you know, scrap paper or extra copy paper, not cardstock, it has to be thin like copy paper, but something that can not add any texture when you're, if that makes sense, when you're die cutting, it will give you a clean impression. And the reason she does that is so that the washi tape that's in all these spaces is not sticking to your actual paper. So you're going to lay this, like this is, because I know this is a 4x scrap, and you're going to lay this out, and voila, you're just going to cut, and you get this. And you just have, and then before you know it, you have a stack of die cuts. I thought that was mind-blowing. I thought that was such a cool trick to have with your thin cuts. Talk about making it easy, and see how then that washi tape isn't affecting your actual thin cuts that you have cut out. And then I'm just going to mark these as birthday or stars or balloons or whatever I want to put on there. And so when I need a certain color, I just come in and take my blending brush and rub the color over it. So how cool is that? I mean, to me, I thought this was like kaboom. I just thought that was so cool and such a great trick. Okay. She makes it easier for us to create and have some fun, right? Okay, so, and I guess I didn't tell you, but I am only doing 2 layouts out of Let's Party. So for class, we're only doing 2 layouts, not 3, just because I want to do one with love notes. And if you're watching this at a later time, that was a special that was going on right now. It's a red version of that pattern paper. So, and the other thing I played with on this is mix-ins. And I wanted to make sure that I used my mix-ins accordingly. And so I've done some tacking, and I want to get this pulled up here so I can talk you through this. Sorry, I should have had this pulled off. Okay, so you have a 12 by 12 white, and then I personally am using jade, which is 11 1/4 by 11 1/4, and it's actually going to go flush to the edge of the page. And I'm going to go ahead and tack that down because I don't want to fight it. And flush to the edge of the page, and voila. Okay, now the pattern shows that this color would be the whole thing. I didn't want this much green on there, so I made mine a little bit different variation of that. And then you're gonna need a 6 1/4 by 10 of pattern paper. So that's what I used this mix-in for, because I wanted a neutral point. And then you have these cuts, and I have mixed them up, and I have anchored them so that I knew they matched. And so these sizes are 1 1/2 by 3 1/4 twice. Then you have a 2 1/2 by 3 1/2, or 3 1/4 probably would be fine. 3, yes, yeah, a little smidge over. And then this one is 2, so 1 1/2, 2 1/2, 2, and these two are 2. And again, I did this because I was getting frustrated on how it was going to look. I wanted to make sure I had my patterns going properly. And as you can see, I'm going to fuss with that, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let me get, let me get some more tape. And this is going to hold my photo wells down. So I do know, or photo mats, photo wells. What was I talking about? This, I do know that that will be okay. So you want to do this spacing evenly. And I think, yeah, it's at like the 3/4 mark from the top of the mat. And then just make sure these lay down. Okay, so that's awesome, like that. And so then I have 2 4x4s. So one is going to go here, one is going to go here, and then 2 4x3s that are going to go here. As you can see, Addison's birthday's in August. And so, and I'm also, on my photos, I also use the light side of Bluebell. Again, I didn't want it to be in your, and I didn't really want the blue and the green to really be the center. I want to keep on that little bit of pink going. So you get the gist here. And I will tell you, it's fun when you have photos ready to go, or if you kind of know what you're going to do. Please, please, please start putting your photos on pages. You will so appreciate that they are done. And you don't, maybe you have to go back, like you know me, I'll have to go back and add some details. One being that I don't know when this child's birthday is, or I know when it is, I just don't know what year it is. But, so I have that. And then I have some of my fun bling again. And so the stamp of the month for January has this awesome thin cut, which is this. Isn't that cool? Like I said before, this is going to give us so much fun to play with and add that detail. So before I get too carried away, I have a zip strip. I do have a zip strip, and I have a piece that is 1 by 2.5, and then of course a half by a smidge over 2 1/4. And these are going to just anchor in here. I do like that checkerboard, but it was a little too bold for what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to add this to that piece. And I already see that I want to make this a little bit less. And this will just depend on what your accent will be. So make it work for you. I just didn't want it overshadowing the larger piece. I only want it to be an accent piece. So I'm just bringing it in like that. Then I'm going to tuck this over the top, I think. And I think I'm going to carry a balloon. And see, here's one of those little pieces that didn't quite make on the cut, but yet I can still use it. And then maybe we'll put the stars up here. And I think on here, let's see. I'm taking the stickers here, and I'm going to add these coming right down here. So you have that little bit of tag going again. Like that. And on here, I'm going to put some more information because she's not eating. Now I'm thinking, wait. What do I want? Kind of like that going. And then I do have a glacier star. Maybe I'll put a glacier star up here. I might have to play with that one. I'm not sure. I like the balloon there, but I might put like a little bow there. So let me anchor these down while I have them in place. I wonder if I should only do half of that, or if that would help. I kind of trimmed that up a little bit so I don't have as much going. And maybe this comes up like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's put this a little further down, and this coming up that way, and this like that. Oops, like that. Okay, so now that I know how I want that, and going to snag this up there, and then I got the pink. I just kind of have to be careful with the pink because I can only go so much on it. And that's okay, that works. So you get that gist, and I can still put some fun. I could do this, take these little banners of fun. So we've got that look going. That turned out. Okay, I just got to anchor these. So I have it like that. And come on, fingers, work, work, work. Just like that. And again, wow, that's a little crooked, isn't it? Do you guys do that too? Do you get looking at stuff and think, what the heck were you thinking? And you're like, okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So voila. I liking that. I like the point. We've got some rounded corners. I felt some sticky, but it might, oh, right here. Okay. And I still have room to put some information if I choose not to do it here. I probably, actually, I know I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to just put some little stars and some little fun on here, just to kind of carry. Oop, I don't like that one. Oh, there's a white one. We'll do a white heart too. So you got that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that page. Okay, let's see what we can do with the next one. So the next one again, and you will see, yes, I have something on here, and I have some honey butter that I have taken, again, the residual ink off my blending brush and just rubbed it on here because I wanted to keep that soft in that regards. So your jade this time is going to be 7 3/4 by 11 1/4, and I've already put my pieces here. So let me tell you, my little ruler here. So this is 2 1/2 by 10 1/2, and then these are all the same size. Now in the actual pattern book, they have you making these two short, but for my photo mats, they didn't work for me. And so I had to kind of build what I was doing. And I want to make sure that I get this lined up properly. So because I do like a little symmetry. I like a lot more than a little. I like a lot symmetry when I'm doing layouts, because if they're opening the book, you want them not to have their eye doing this. You want it to flow and go with that. So again, we have a 4x4 photo, and I guess I do need this one more time so that I know where my photo is going. Okay. And again, the light side of Bluebell. And I think I'm coming in here. And then yep, just trying to make sure that is going. So just like that, okay? Now, I have this off the sticker sheet, but I'm missing a portion. What am I missing? I know it was here. Well, isn't that weird? It just got it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so we have the happy birthday. So I kind of wanted something that I could kind of make as my pattern. You see what I'm doing? You don't have to. If you've got, you can visualize it. So right now I already know this needs to come up, and carefully hold your paper because so you don't have something like that, but we'll fix that. I'm not worried about that. And I need to do the P, the other one. Don't rip the paper, better. Okay, so I have that. Then I'm just going to take my pencil eraser, and before I get any farther and do the lines off of here, it was just so I had a starting point, and then I can go from there. And then we're going to do birthday. And because this will have to be a whole lot closer. don't know if you can hear. We have a lot of things going on outside, so. I still didn't do it. Ew. But it gives me a starting point to get this. Just, you know, don't, when you're doing this at home, and don't press so hard that you can't get your tweezers or your spatula like I'm using, so that you can lift them up. You just take your time, carefully reposition. I've done this quite a few times. I'd prefer not to, but there's always that afterthought. Oh, I wish it would have looked like this, or I think it needs more of this. So you do have to do it. More times than we would like, and it's still going to be. So what I'm going to do is I am going to trim my piece up a little bit. And other than you, no one will be the wiser. Except that doesn't work for me. So let's move. See? Keep playing in that one spot. I'm going to have to do. Oops. Then it stuck to that. But that's okay. It's like we have to learn. We have to do them what makes it work for us. This one hasn't been lifted yet so much, so it's really not wanting to stick. All right, there we go. So you get the gist of that. And I already see that these need to come more in a line. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back to our larger sparkles. Maybe. And then I'm going to go to our biddies. And so this also helps bring your focal point into that which you have just created. Oh, come on. There it is. It dropped off somewhere. Oh, don't go there. Okay. All right. So there we've got the happy birthday on it for her project. Okay. And then again, I have this piece is actually larger than last time. It's a smidge over 3.5. So I'm going to go ahead and anchor that down. Just like that. And again, her zip strip. And I'm going to anchor that down. So like that. And then I was going to carry this off, but I don't know that I need that. I'd like to do that. But I might do that. And then we can always make things work for us, right? Just again, adding from, adding from the sticker sheet, and not always you don't need all the big ones sometimes. I love these little tabs because they add just a nice little texture. Oops, that was that star, or that one. And then, oh, we got a nice pink star. Just going to I kind of like that blue star, and then I'm going to go ahead and anchor this green. Under that, and let me do, oh no, that's what I want. And again, still gives me some room for some detail and some accents on here. I mean, I definitely still have lots of different options that I could put on here. And again, it kind of depends on how your page is looking for your look. And so let me show you here. So here is that left-hand page, and then we're carrying that look. We're going boom, boom, and we still can put who was in attendance and what was this party about, other than Miss Addison Rae. Yay, ladies, that's it. That's layout 2, and that is all the layouts I will be doing for Let's Party. Be watching for the next set of videos. And again, everything's on my website. Go look at it. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Be sure and tell your friends to join. And thank you very much. Bye, ladies.